This is the full weekly reading for thinkers, feelers, doers, and builders. Hi, I'm Lori, and I'm a tarot reader and spiritual counselor. And each week I share intuitive messages to help you reconnect with your inner guidance. You know, in my work with clients, I've noticed that people tend to move through life in 4 different ways: as thinkers, feelers, doers, and builders. And if you'd like to discover which type tends to be your most dominant, I created a short quiz you can take, and the link is in the description below. Now, each of these types also connect with one of the 4 suits in the tarot. The thinkers connect with the swords, the feelers connect with the cups, the doers connect with the wands, and the builders connect with the pentacles. And most of us naturally lean toward one. However, we have all 4 within us. And some weeks we may be more in a different type. So this is an organic system. If you're naturally a thinker, but you're feeling a lot this week, you may want to listen to the feeler reading or listen to both and see which one most resonates with you. This week's theme is about taking your power back. So let's take a look at the cards this week for each suit, for each path. We're going to begin with the thinkers, and those are people who tend to live life through their mind. So I'm going to shuffle for a little bit. All right. So taking your power back. So this is for my thinkers out there. You know what? It's saying you have to take your power back this week by thinking about your needs first. You've been thinking and putting everybody else before you, so you haven't been meeting your needs. And if your main complaint is that somebody else isn't meeting your needs, it's time to stop and take care of them for yourself, because you've been giving and giving and giving and thinking it's been your responsibility to take care of everybody else around you. So take a moment and take care of what you need, especially when it comes to what makes you feel loved and cared for, because it does feel like you're missing intimacy and an intimate connection. So when you connect with others, start noticing how you're distancing yourself. The only reason you're not having, you're not allowing yourself to connect is because you don't know yourself very well and your needs right now. So when you take a moment, the way you can take your power back is to take care of you this week. Be intimate with your needs. Ask yourself, what do I need right now to feel connected? What do I need to feel a connection to the world around me? Very, very important. So take a moment with that and step outside of your head and remember what excites you. Remember what lights you up. What can you do that will bring that feeling of engagement back to you? What's going to light you up this week? That's how you can take your power back. Not lighting somebody else's flame or stoking someone else's fire. Stoking your own inner fire. That's how you can take your power back this week. Okay, now we're going to look at the message for my feelers out there. People who tend to move through life through their hearts. So let's see how my feelers can take their power back this week. Well, it does feel like this week is about looking at something you can forgive. So The way you take your power back this week is through forgiveness. You have to have realistic expectations of a situation. If somebody in your life that you care for and love is chronically late, you're setting yourself up for failure if your expectation is that they're going to be on time this next time. They may be, but, I'm going to switch that, and they may not be. So how can you take care of yourself? For instance, if you're in that situation, bring a book to read. Find something that will entertain you until they get there or until they arrive. So forgive them. Forgive others for not being on your time schedule this week. You may be feeling like you need something right now, and someone else in your life may not be ready to give you that right now. 2 or 3 weeks from now, they will be, but not right now. So the way that you can take your power back this week is by forgiveness and accepting that someone else is not on the same time schedule as you. That's how you're going to find your balance. Until that happens, put your focus somewhere else. Do things that emotionally nourish you. And when you start to get impatient, just say, oh, there's that part of me that wants to control the timing. Okay, what can I do in this moment that would be nurturing for myself and not about what somebody else is going to do and how quickly they're going to do it for me? So the way to take your power back, feelers, forgiveness, forgiveness, forgiveness about somebody not being on the same time schedule as you. All right. Next, we're going to do the message for the doers, people who tend to move through life through action and momentum. So how can my doers take their power back this week? You know, you can take your power back by realizing how you're being triggered and respond differently. So when you get into an argument or when your defenses come up, there's a common way that you react. And if you take a moment now and just tune into that, you know exactly what it is. Like for me, when I get aggravated, my body tells me because I start clenching my teeth. And that's when I know, oh, I'm getting impatient. Take a breath and respond differently. Respond, don't react. So your way to get your power back this week is to surprise someone that you care about by not reacting the way you typically react when you get impatient. That is going to bring the two of you closer together. So surprise someone that is dear to your heart by thinking about the different ways you show up and get defensive around them. And default to a different way of responding. How can you respond rather than react? And you're going to regain your power and take your power back because you're not going to feel guilty for the way that you reacted and then beat yourself up afterwards and feel like you have to do something to make up for it. Very, very important. So allow yourself to just take a moment now and ask yourself, how do I react to my sweetheart when they annoy me? Or how do I react to my best friend? Or how do I react to my dog? Whatever it is, or my child when they annoy me. How can I change that up? How can I respond rather than react? And you'll feel more empowered. All right. Finally, we're going to do the message for the builders. People who tend to move through life through creating structure, stability, and foundation. So how can you take your power back this week, my builders? By realizing that any kind of conflict that you're going through right now is only temporary. It's temporary. Ride the waves. Do your best. Don't think that it's going to last forever. It's just showing up momentarily. And there's a lesson that's coming with it. And it's teaching you how to ground yourself in the midst of chaos. So the way you can take your power back this week is by grounding yourself. Use the water element somehow, whether that's making sure to hydrate, listening to sounds of waves, going for a walk near water, taking a shower, taking a bath, whatever that is. Try incorporating water. It will remind you to get back into the flow and realize that whatever conflict's coming up, it's only temporary. It's about 5 days or so it may last. And you're not going to be defeated. In your mind, you're going to want to go to this space of, oh my God, this means that it's over, or you're going to take it to the nth degree. Don't do that. Ground yourself. Use the element of water. Allow it to flow through you, and know that this conflict is also flowing through you as well. So this week, for all of you, as you are kind of sitting with the theme of taking your power back, notice where your energy is dissipating. Whenever you feel tired or frustrated, or let me give you a clue, whenever you feel any other way besides peaceful and joyful, you've given your power away, or you've put your belief in, you believe that the power is outside of you when it's actually within you. The power's this love generator within you. And when you give your power away, you believe it's somebody else's responsibility or something else outside of you that needs to feed that generator. So when you're doing that, try to recognize, how am I believing in this moment that someone else or something else is responsible for taking care of that love generator within me? And if something in this reading opened up a question you'd like to explore further, I do that on one-on-one readings and in spiritual counseling sessions. And the link to book is in the description. I'd love to hear in the comments where you are right now. Like, what is draining your energy right now? How are you giving your power away? And one step that you'd like to take this week to take it back. One step you'd like to take this week to take it back. And if you want to go deeper with your specific type, each type now has its own playlist, and they're all linked in the description. Monday through Thursday, each type gets their own reading. So subscribe and you won't miss the next week's messages, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.